I thought the view over on the other side was good, but check this.
Chipmunk face, chipmunk face.
We need some of that back home early in the morning. Fantastic. Okay, day something or another, I can't remember what it is. It's a morning. Tomorrow I'm back home. I'm near Karlsrue, something of that nature. It'll be in the description where I stay. This is a Radisson Blu, kind of nice, big massive room. You get a free apple, a bottle of water and a chocolate bar. Chocolate bar's gone and the water. Apple's late for the journey. Yeah, so today a short distance. We'll be staying in Belgium, near Charleroi, I think that's how you pronounce it, at Valk Hotel. Yeah, didn't sleep well last night. Bit of a rough sleep. But yesterday was fantastic. You probably saw that video where I was on the B500, one of my favourite roads. I went up and down it a couple of times. It's just, there's nothing special about it. Some of you guys probably thinking, oh, it's just a road with a couple of bends. It's the whole atmosphere of the place. I love forests, those tall, long pine trees, they're amazing. I love all of that, and the twisties on it, it's what you need. It's just one of those relaxing rides. There's nothing too technical, you know, and I love that. I love that. At the end of a long journey, that's ideal. If I wanted the technicals, I'd be heading straight over to the Alps. I love all of that as well, those tight bends, and you know, it challenges you, and you've got to be challenged. Yeah, so today it's a short one. We'll be going somewhere called Bitche. It's hey, you know, you've probably got the flavour of it. I probably pronounced it right, wrong, right. Yeah, so that's where we're heading today. It's just, I'm doing short little chunks of riding. I think in total it's probably about 5.5 hours of riding, but I'm just going to do it in small little chunks, try and get this camera out more. The X3 is pretty much dead. I've run out of memory cards. I've took about 7, but this thing just really doesn't want to operate anymore, and when it does, yeah, it's kind of pants at the moment. I need to change that lens cover like I mentioned earlier. It's nice and sunny. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Windows are disgusting. I'll tell you something, as much as I like the Radisson Blues, this place needs a revamp. Yeah, anyway, okay, let's get back on the road.
Davidson. Okay, the British in me's come out and I'm going to moan about the Germans. Okay, I just went to have a look. Massive car park. There's loads of space everywhere. And that's how I found it this morning. Yeah, you could have got closer actually. There's loads of space there. You could have, mind you, that story opens up as well to get out. You could have got closer. Hey everyone, I'm at Dunkirk and it's sort of the end of the journey, and I thought I'd recap everything here. I might not get a chance later on. I've burnt through all my memory cards. The X3 has pretty much given up the ghost. I think I've got a couple of minutes worth left to show you the LeShuttle, basically on the French side, just to see what the entrance procedure is. Look at this awesome place. These are the dunes of Dunkirk. Got the harbour there. Calais is just over that way, I believe, and good old Blighty is over that way somewhere. But yeah, so just a quick recap of yesterday. We left Germany. I think it was called Karlsrue. I'll put the name, but I keep, honestly, I got to sort this out. Pronouncing. One funny thing. I met a gentleman yesterday. We were chatting, and he called the English channel the English Channel, which I think sounds better. So I'm not the only one out there who mispronounces different place names. But anyhow, okay, quick, I digress. Yesterday was they started off really good. The weather was semi-decent. Oh man, the old German villages, they were really cool. I took a couple of pictures of those, and I think I got what I could out of yesterday on the X3 through those German towns. As I wanted to go a particular way and it just didn't work out. The D3, that was an awesome bit of road I found, and it went through a particular village. I don't want to say the name in case YouTube flags it, so I'll put it below. That was kind of funny and immature. The childness of me came out. But as we got close to Belgium, there was roadblocks, and I filtered for quite a bit. Belgium drivers, thank you. You guys are awesome. They just come out of the way. There was one particular moment between a camper van. I can't remember where they were from, but a Swiss lady. The Swiss lady literally was halfway on the other lane, so I couldn't get through. I just managed. And the camper van, the guy actually let me pull his wind mirror a bit. Oh, it's windy. This weather has been awful. I'm going to come back to the weather. Remind me. So I filtered through, and at the end, where they were having everyone come off the carriageway, there was a police officer, and I sort of said to him, look, I'm trying to get to a particular part of Belgium. What can I do? Because the Tom-Com's not helping out much. And he said, you've got to take a particular route. And I said to him, hey, is it cool to filter? Like I said, I'm doing it. You're probably going to arrest me now, I've admitted it. He said, go for it. That was pretty cool. In talking about this whole journey, sort of, what am I using for mapping purposes? TomTom app on my iPhone, it's been fantastic. It works. Yesterday it was kind of playing up because it's trying to send me back on the route which is blocked, and because I haven't got data on, it's not giving me an update. Bye bye. Because I haven't got data on, it's not giving me updates on traffic. So it just thinks, yeah, you should go that way because that's the best route, but in fact it wasn't. So if you have your data on, it's going to eat a big chunk of it. I always turn it off. I always mark out my points before I leave. So at the hotel, for instance, I'll try and load up as much traffic information as I can, but once on the road, obviously the data's off. Where I'm going, I always pre-mark where I'm going anyway, so it's just on there. So I just click where I'm going, and that's it. It does its business. It's worked flawlessly. I highly recommend it, especially if you want to conserve sort of on data. And it's sort of, so for instance, where I am now, I do it to time, so in 31 minutes, I'll be at the Calais port, the Eurotunnel, and it shows you all the little petrol stations as you're going along as well. It is fantastic. I highly recommend that. So heading back to the hotel now. The weather, today is June the 13th. We're sort of into the summer, and it's not 10. When I left the hotel, it was 10 degrees, and yeah, you can walk around in a t-shirt at 10 degrees ish in the if the sun's out. But riding at 120, I'm actually freezing here because it's really windy. Riding at 130, 120, that wind chill factor, it zaps you. And yesterday, I was frozen to the core.
Like, not even exaggerating, when I went back to the hotel, I stood in that hot shower for a good 2 hours and I still hadn't warmed up. It's been awful. This morning, it's what, 2 hours from the hotel to get here? I am frozen, like my fingers. I am frozen. I've got God knows how many layers on. Everything I've got, I'm wearing. Yeah, it's pants. This summer has been awful. Even the guys in Italy were saying, I mean, Italy was burning up in Senigallia. Oh God, I missed that. But that Mama's and Papa's restaurant place I went, we were having a chat and he said the amount of rain they had in May was just crazy. He said we'd get rain and it's like less than an hour or so, and then it's sunshine. But he said in May it has been non-stop all day long rain. Yeah, that's been kind of, the weather has been the worst part in this whole trip, I think. I've not had that much rain or whatever, but the cold just zaps whatever energy you've got and your concentration. You really got to just oh God, I was stopping every half an hour getting a coffee or just something warm. Riding down, this is for all you Harley-Davidson riders, you know this trick. As I was riding down, I'd try and put my hand on here. Oh God, that feels good. Yeah, buddy, that feels good. My hands are frozen. Okay, let's recap the trip. I haven't got much time and my memory card is just, you fucking see it, just tinkering away. I haven't got much. Amazing trip. I've loved it. I really have. It's been fantastic. Let me get the negatives out of the way. I think I would have liked to have done more of this vlogging. At the start, I found this really alien and weird. Just standing there and chatting to a camera, you feel like a bit of a donut. But as I did it more and more, I really couldn't care less. It's been a sort of, I don't know how you would describe it, just getting it out there really and chatting away. And you've probably guessed it, I've done this whole journey up by myself, solo. There's a reason why I do that. It's not because I'm antisocial. All my mates at the moment who know me are watching this. They know who I am. The reason why I do this is I describe this dude as my antidepressant. It's my escape from everything and anything, even a 5-minute ride. You guys, bikers out there, you know what I mean. And these trips I do, it's just me, this awesome dude, and we're just, one, and we're traveling through. And that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I love being the best part was meeting up with my mates, with the little rides we did, the banter we had. And that's one thing I regret, not having. The thing is, with the camera, I didn't want to stick this in my face whilst with my mates at the rally, because then you're sort of missing the point of enjoying the rally. Instead, you're just doing this all day. I didn't want to do that. I didn't think that was cool. One thing I did do was when I was running away trying to get all the pictures of the vest, the patches on the vest. Obviously my mates were like, what's going on, man? Yeah, so I regret doing less of this, maybe. Well, you're going to get your money's worth now. Well, I've got a couple of moments here. And at the same time, I didn't want to waste time doing this and missing out the time I had with my mates. But traveling solo, it's my getaway. It really is. It's my getaway just for, the 10 odd days I had on this trip. It's been fun. But I think the true hero in all of this, it's not the human meat popsicle riding it. It's this thing. My Low Rider S. She has been awesome and fantastic. Not missed a, well, we've had a couple of minor little glitches, but we should overlook those. She has been awesome. You just want that power. It's there, man. It's there. You don't even have to drop down a gear. I've loved it. The brakes are, fantastic. The dual discs. Especially, look at the size of me. I'm a big lump. I've got luggage on there, and those brakes, they work great. Suspension's awesome. I've not had any issues. I set up the suspension, which is underneath this bit, beforehand for my weight and the luggage, and it's perfectly fine and comfortable. God knows how many kilometers and miles I've done, but it's been fine. Yeah,
She is the true hero in all this, and she is disgusting. She needs a wash. Yeah. Oh, while I'm here, let's quickly, I mean, I've mentioned this, I've probably glossed over it really quickly. Luggage. Krieger have done a fantastic job. I'm a huge fan of this. I was debating it at the start, but she works. This is one thing I didn't show you guys, so I've done it. So we've got a standard Harley-Davidson CC bar, and these are, so obviously you can take this off, you just pull these out and this whole thing comes off. But the way I've done it is you've got one big strap that comes over, you've got the metal hook there and a buckle, so that's on that side. I've got, again, the same buckle and metal loop that goes around this side of the CC bar, again on that side. So there's 4 points that hunkers it down onto the CC bar, and that is solid. Yeah, there's a bit of movement, but that's not going anywhere. Now the US 20, so that's the US 40, US 20 just hooks up again with those metal hooks. Let me try and show you one. Yeah, so there you go. I'm hoping it's in view, and that hooks up onto the US 40, and that's fantastic. And this thing, these elasticated cargo nets are a must, and I've just hooked them up to the US 40s. These hooks are for the straps, and it's fantastic because you can just, that's my rain gear there. And in terms of what I've brought with me, so inside I've got, like, you've got to, so when you're traveling through Europe, you've got to have a high-vis vest, that's in there, bits and pieces, there's a tyre pump in there, so essentials are pretty much in here. There's like a first aid kit, sunglasses, creams, and God knows what else, all of that's in there, and that's just all luggage. I've got a pair of fans in there, 3 Dixon shirts, base layers, underpants. Now some of the bikers who I've had a chat with in the past touring, they've said, oh, you only need 3 pairs of underpants, 3 pairs of socks and 3 tops, and the rest you just wear, and they'll take literally something the size of that US 20. Yeah, you can do that. You can wash them at night and whatever suits you really. I always do, if it's 10 days, I'll do half of base layers, 10 underpants. I'm not wearing my underpants more than 2 days, that's kind of disgusting. So it's 10 underpants, 5 base layers, 5 pairs of woolly socks. The reason why I say woolly socks, that's quite important, I believe, because woolly socks are really good at keeping you obviously warm if it's cold, like today in the middle of summer. And even during the summer they have excellent wicking properties, so they're fantastic at just keeping that moisture away. And if you wear them for more than a few days, they don't get stinky. I highly recommend woolly socks, and even woolly base layers as well. Sorry if I'm sniffing, it is freezing out here. God, what else? Oh, the police and loud exhaust pipes, that's a good point. Now I've ridden past quite a few police officers. Funny one, riding up the Saint Bernard Pass, there was a Swiss village just before the pass, and on my left hand side there was a lay-by, like a little slip road, and I saw 3 Swiss police cars and 1 policeman who was just standing there watching the road, and he saw me from some distance away, and I thought, that's it, they've been waiting for you, man, they're gonna have you. So my exhaust is the Vanson Lines Eliminator 300 with the stock headers. Yes, it's had the fuel pack number 4 on there, and it might get a bit noisy now because there's cars come past. And as I was riding past, he's watching me, and I'm sort of looking at him. And what I do with the exhaust in those moments is, if you bring it down to about 2,000 revs, the exhaust is kind of quiet in the sense it's not loud. It just sounds like a normal exhaust. But you know, look, you're traveling along still. This is what I mean about the engine. You can bring the revs down a bit and it'll get you through. So it wasn't loud, and that's the thing I think with the police. And they didn't do anything. I've ridden past German police. I was so close to him I could see his eye colour, and they didn't stop me. You know, I think it goes down to being a sensible rider. If you're rev bombing through a village and you're doing burnouts and wheelies and things like that and riding like, you know, a crazy dude, yeah, they're going to stop you, but they're going to pick up not just on the exhaust, they'll pick up on loads of other things. And then, you know, the exhaust just adds to it. But Switzerland, France, Germany, the Belgian police officer, you know, when I had a chat with him, I revved it out of there straight onto the side road, onto the slip road, and didn't say anything. So I think it's just being sensible. But yeah, it's been a fantastic journey. I really thank you guys for coming with me. I hope it's been entertaining. This is my first vlog in a way. I've not done anything like this before. I love taking pictures of the bike and this, that and the other. You guys will see it on Instagram. I would have obviously put it down below. But this is a first, and it'd be great to hear what people have thought. I want to improve on it, obviously. I'm open to criticism. I'm open to any comment, really. It'd be good to hear what I'm going to get blown away. I'm open to hear what you guys thought. Yeah, I wish I took more memory cards. That's another thing. I wish I did more of the vlogging thing, more of the, you know, explaining where I am, what I'm doing, maybe more of that. But time's been an issue, you know. I've only had 10 odd days to do this journey in, and I think I got what I can out of it in that time. But God, the bits I miss, oh man, the Italian warm weather, that's number one. The Italian warm people, they're, you know, it's hard to describe. You know, just the whole vibe in Italy was amazing. It was fantastic. The hospitality of it. Dino, if you're watching, you know, you quality man. I'm definitely coming back. You know, and just the vibe in Senigallia, that was amazing in the rally. Man, that was really cool. That was fantastic. I enjoyed that. All right, okay, let's get going.
Hey everyone, we've made it. 2,764 miles. Eurotunnel was fantastic. I got there early and they put me on an earlier train. There's no charges if you do turn up on their space. Ran really smoothly, but a big massive thank you to this awesome dude. Got me home safe. Thank you for joining me and I hope I've entertained. Until next time.